Hi guys, my name is TJ and welcome to TJ Smiles. Today I have a book review for you guys on The Hallowed Ones by Laura Bickle. This book follows the story of a girl named Katie who is Amish. She has grown up in the Amish community her whole life, and this community it's her life. For those of you who don't understand what the Amish is a community of people that are very religious. They have like Dutch background and they don't have electricity or cars, anything like that. They live off of the land and what God has provided them. They drive horse and buggies. They wear plain clothes. They don't even use buttons on their clothes. Um, once you don't get baptized until you're 18, and once you're baptized, you cannot leave the Amish church. You are there. This is your life. And if you do something that you shouldn't be against the Amish church, you basically get like shunned from the whole neighborhood, the whole environment, and you go off into the world. For those of us who are not Amish, the Amish would call us the English. So that's just a general backstory of the Amish. Um, yeah, you can do more research into the Amish if you're interested. But this book follows the story of a girl named Katie who is Amish and lives in an Amish household, family, and community. I picked up this book for my library because, I have Amish background in my family. I live decently close to a bunch of Amish communities, so it's just like I share a lot of the same beliefs as them and that kind of stuff. So, with that being said, I was just really interested on how it would be talked about and inspired in fictional writing. And this was not the type of book I was expecting when I picked it up. This book is like you take The Walking Dead and mix it with the Amish community, put it in a book, and this is what you get. Though they do not call the creatures in this book like zombies or walkers or anything, they refer to them as vampires. And I'm not too sure about that. I've gotten the impression that they're more like zombies, but I'm not the author. Anyways, the book starts off with Katie and her friend. What's her friend's name? I forget her name. What's his name? Elijah. Is it Elijah? I believe Elijah. Anyways, her and her friend, they're best friends growing up, boy and girl. It's abnormal for a boy and girl in the Amish community to be best friends, but since the family was so close, they just let it slide. The families knew that in the end, the two would be married someday. So they're best friends, and it's coming up to the time of her Rumspringa, and in the Rumspringa in the Amish community is when the teenagers become like 16 to 18 to 20s in that area, and before they decide to be baptism and take the plunge into the Amish community completely, they go on like a little spree and they get to experience the outside world so they can make a full-hearted decision on whether they want to live as the English or live as the Amish. So it's coming up on Katie's Rumspringa, and her best friend, who is a year older, the guy, he's a year older than her, put off his Rumspringa so he could go off with her and they could experience this together. So the book starts off with them talking about what they want to do on their Rumspringa. That comes to a halt when one day a plane crash lands in the cornfield at her house in her community. So from there, the story just gets a little crazy. The vampire things come out of nowhere, and everything is turned upside down. And basically, the guy who runs the Amish community, the pastor, the preacher, the leader of it all, I don't remember what they referred to him as it, and I'm blanking on the name in my head. Anyways, he basically shuts down the Amish community. No one gets in, no one gets out. Once you're in, you're in. So obviously this puts a little halt to the Rumspringa, and since everyone is either missing or dying off, her best friend, who is supposed to go with her, decides that he does not want to take the risk of dying from this whatever is out there trying to kill people. You don't want to take the risk of dying without being baptized and knowing he'll be safe to go into heaven. So he decides to be baptized. Once he's baptized, he is unable to go on Rumspringa even after all the nonsense and stuff is done. And this really upsets Katie because she was looking forward to it. She honestly really likes this boy. They've shared a few kisses on and off, and she knows once she's baptized, he cannot kiss her again until he's married. And she's not ready to be married and full-fledged into the Amish community because she wants to explore the outside world. She wants to take advantage of what she has and see where she really fits into this huge, crazy world that she lives in. But then one day, a guy shows up on the fence and he's really sick and really hurt, And her father and all the important men at the Amish community decide to just let him lay there and die. Basically, do not bring him in. He could be contagious. He could be one of them trying to trick us. He could be a vampire. We don't know. Let him lay there. But Katie could not allow herself to let this man, well, a young boy, die. So she brings him in and hides him in her barn, which she houses puppies that she raises herself. So during this, things go crazy, and she starts developing feelings for this boy, and he starts developing feelings for her. And obviously, Elijah, her best guy friend, is a bit jealous about this. Things go a little too far between Katie and this boy. She did stuff that no Amish girl should ever do before marriage, and that causes some drift. And by the end of the story, it has her, Katie, and the boy she brought into the fence that was not an Amish boy, he was English, at the edge of the gate, and they're going off to start their adventure. I don't know if they're either going to form their own little home in the Amish community to stay safe, or if the Amish had completely shunned them. That's something I'll have to read in the next book to find out, and you'll have to read and comprehend for yourself to figure out. Overall, I really enjoyed this story. When I picked it up, I was expecting a lighthearted contemporary read about an Amish girl falling in love or something, but no. We had zombies and whatnot in here. This book was really good. It's page turner. It's only 200, 300 pages. 330 some pages. Not long at all. Fast read. It keeps you entertained. I absolutely suggest it if you're looking for if this interests you, pick it up because it's a good read. If you want something that lets you into a little more insight of the Amish community, but not it's going to inform you about the Amish community and how they live, but from a fun aspect that involves vampires. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I'd give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. You know what? 5 out of 5 stars. Whatever. I'm doing it. 5 out of 5 stars. Oh, okay, that was weird. I need to stop. But yes, I suggest this book to you guys to read. If you have read it, let me know in the comments so we can talk about it. If you have yet to read it or you plan on reading it, let me know. Let's talk about this book. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next video.